Hello, hello. We're back with another update. It is day 114 on the free-to-play Mystery Shard only account. It's been a few days since I've done my last update because honestly, not too much exciting has really happened. But I figured I'd go ahead and do one today anyway, just to kind of let you guys know that I'm still here and what we're working on. So first off, let's check our Soul Merchant. Are we getting anything cool? No, we did not. Still unsure entirely where I want to spend these. How many do we got now? If we spent all these, we'd have 154. So we have enough for a 2-star on Artak if we wanted to go that way. I'm just super torn between Artak and Chronem. Those are like, I want to get a 6-star blessing, I think, on one of those two champions. And I'm just not sure which one I want to do. In terms of Chronem, making good progress. So we've got one of our referral accounts to level 50. The other two are coming along. So this one was like maybe a week or two behind these two, and I focused on this one first, which is why it's done first. So this one will probably, I don't know, I'm guessing like a week on this one and maybe like a week and a half on this one. Maybe we'll see. Yeah, and then once we do that, we have to do 3 more to level 40. At least we only have to go to 40 on this, because 40 is way faster than 50. It's not even close. But yeah, anyway, I'm super excited to get Chronem, though. He's gonna unlock Sand Devil for us, basically, is what that's gonna be. In terms of our shard count, we've got 1567. I've been buying everything I can from the market. But we're a little down off our peak. I think at the highest I had like 1700 or something like that. We've been leveling like no food and leveling and doing nothing. We haven't been farming campaigns, so we'll talk about what we have been doing in just a second. In terms of the rest of it, we got 194 ancients, 44 voids, 15 sacreds, so that's, you know, that's where we're at. So, what have I been doing the last few days? Farming Masteries. Masteries. We've been farming everything. Actually, I should go ahead and assign her Masteries. I wanted to give her War Master. What were the other things I wanted to take? I think I want to take Spirit Haste. What do we want to take else? Maybe 30% chance to extend the buff. Her buff would be increase attack. Or we could take Lance the debuff, which would be the weaken. What's the percent on her weaken? Goes up to 50%. Or we could go debuff. I don't think we want to do debuff. Why don't we take this? Okay, cool. So yeah, finished Arbiter's Masteries, but still farming her up in Minotaur. Or like still like using her in Minotaur to get the rest of her EXP, because we're also training Delaja, who's coming along pretty nicely. You can see she's at 837 red scrolls, so yeah, pretty soon she'll be done as well. Other things that we've done is we took Houndspawn to level 50. Got him just to the point where he was starting to get red scrolls. Same thing with Hellfang. Both of these farmed up in Minotaur until they hit the level, and then once we get the next champ training event, we'll push them to 6-star and then put a little brew in them for the event, and then we'll level them up to 60 and farm the rest of their masteries after that's been over. Same sort of story with Armiger number 2 and with Templar, although they're both not fully level 50 yet, and their masteries aren't done. But that's the same idea. So I think those are the 4. I don't think there's anyone else. I think those are the 4 champions that we are prepping for leveling to 6-star in the next champ training event. Don't know when that will be, but probably, I don't know, within the next week would be my guess. So, yeah, I don't know. That's going well. Other than that, yeah, we haven't really been leveling any food. I mean, like literally all of the energy has just been going to farming Masteries, just running Minotaur for like the last 3 days, so that's why I kind of haven't updated anything, because nothing too crazy's happened. Got a tag team tournament. I decided not to try and prioritize a win here. I just have been, you know, I do my tag team every day, but I didn't like save tokens or anything ahead of time. Maybe I should have. I don't know. I guess getting these essence would have been nice, but I don't know if we can actually do that. The rest of these rewards, whatever. Got this classic arena to take down. Haven't actually been paying attention to this. Oh, we're in second place on this. Nice. Yeah, we'll have to pay attention to this and see if we can't try and utilize this to complete the clan quest, because it ends, let's see, it ends tomorrow, right? How confident am I that I can take a top 3? There's a pretty big gap between 3 and 4, so I'm confident I can take a top 3. Actually, I don't have a timer set for clan quest. Let me set one right now, because that resets in 7 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, or 19 minutes. Let's set a timer for, like, so that'll be good. You know, we'll see what we can get. Maybe we'll grab the finish in the top 3. In terms of events, there's artifact enhancement events. I didn't even bother, to be honest. There's nothing here. Actually, to be honest, I should probably at least try and get these gems. That would be like 1 6-star piece. We've got 7 hours. Yeah, I should level some some piece up to plus 16 rather, and that should give me enough points to get. Actually, even a 5-star piece would do it, right? Yeah. To get the gems. I mean, these aren't like crazy rewards. I didn't feel like it was. I mean, the core hammers are kind of nice, but I don't have a lot of silver. I didn't feel like it was worth pushing this particular artifact enhancement event. Rather save the silver. We're up to like 9.5 mil, but we're getting very little silver income at the moment because we're only farming Minotaur. We're not farming any dungeons or anything. The other tournament that we had, oh, it's already over. Okay, so the Fire Knight tournament started. We skipped it. I didn't feel like there was anything in here that was like justified or like so good that I couldn't skip, and I'd rather go farm those masteries and get that out of the way in between fusions. Let's see, anything else with respect to tournaments? Yeah, tournaments and events, it's been kind of light. I mean, I guess the other major thing that we have happening is the clan versus clan. This should be a personal reward. Clan versus clan starts in 8 hours, so I'm going to save my crypt keys. I'm going to save my tag arena tokens. I'm going to save my energy refills, all of that kind of stuff. Anything that I don't need to use right now, I will wait until after the CvC starts, and we'll use them like tomorrow or later this evening, if I'm still awake. So yeah, that's gonna be good. I don't think I never booked my Hellfang. I think, did I? No, I didn't. I booked him with copies, but I never booked Hellfang. So maybe we'll book Hellfang. I don't think Templar actually needs to be booked, so I'll skip that for now. Actually, I wouldn't book him anyway. I'd farm copies of him, but I don't think we need to do that. So yeah, so Hellfang, we'll book him out next for the CvC, and honestly, that's pretty much it in terms of that. I've been doing Tag Arena every day, or not Tag Arena, Live Arena every day, so we've got a ton of these area bonuses. I really need to assign at some point. They fixed the issue with the artifacts proccing twice on certain abilities. In particular, Rhonda's A1, because it has this conditional extra hit, it was double proccing Toxic Set. I made a video talking about that back in the day, or back a little while ago when Saf first discovered that and announced it. They fixed that, so Rhonda's putting up way less poison in Clan Boss now, which is a little bit of a bummer. It's making getting the 2-key in Nightmare more difficult than it was before. So I might, at some point, think about putting Eris in a Toxic Set. I'm kind of, like, a little over Clan Boss at the moment. Like, I'm just not that keen on pushing it up, just because it doesn't really matter for this account. And I feel like to really get much progress, we need to get everyone in Guardian gear so that we can try and do Ultra Nightmare, which I've talked about before. But, yeah. At some point, we'll have to build Delaja. And I kind of mentioned that because in the context of Clan Boss, because I'm thinking about maybe making her like the same speed as Rhonda, and then I could try her in substitution for Rhonda to see if that decrease attack gives us enough turns to justify the much lower damage that she would deal relative to Rhonda. So I might think about that just so I can test it out, and like that would be a decent build anyway. Because all I'd have to do is just make her run at 203 speed or whatever, like Rhonda is. And that seems like a reasonable speed to put her at regardless. So, yeah, anyway, that might be something interesting there. Let's see, we have, what, like 6 days left on Doom Tower until reset, so we kind of just are waiting on this. I mean, I've actually been farming Griffin instead of Dark Fae. The reason being that I feel like the Guardian 5-star gear from the Griffin is actually going to be more impactful than the 5-star lethal gear from Dark Fae. I feel like I'm really going to want 6-star lethal instead of 5-star, but for Griffins, it's just doing clan boss. Like, once you can do clan boss, it's good enough. It's good enough. You don't need to get better gear. Whereas lethal is your like PvP damage dealer set. You can never have good enough unless you roll like absolutely perfect. Speaking of absolutely perfect, I did want to tell you about a piece that I got. We picked this up in Clan Boss. It's a cruel weapon. Check this guy out. It's only 5-star, but still, look at this. Beautiful. This is literally a perfect attack-based cruel weapon. Like, you cannot get better stats than this. Crit rate, attack percent, crit damage, and speed. That's amazing. Like, this is definitely a piece you take to 6-star or to plus 16 because it cannot roll badly. Like, anything in here will be useful. So yeah, super excited about that. If it was 6-star, it'd be really amazing, but it's only 5-star. We have some other interesting pieces actually in Cruel. Like, this one's not bad, but it did roll into flat HP. This one has the resistance, which is a bum stat, but so far we've got rolls in attack and crit rate. Like, if we could get this to plus 16 and not roll into resistance, that would still be a really good piece. And then we've got some other ones here that are, I don't know, kind of interesting. Like this one, look, speed, crit rate, crit damage, accuracy. So if your damage dealer needs accuracy, that's not bad. So yeah, I don't know, cool stuff. Yeah, I think that's probably everything I wanted to talk about today. We need what, like 150 more tokens to get our plus 10 accuracy and magic. So that's probably going to happen the next 2 days. Maybe if I can get it done during the CvC, it'd be nice to put the points there. But yeah, I think that's it. Again, kind of a slow little week here just because it's just farming masteries. So we're not even getting interesting gear, competing in tournaments or anything. Just farming masteries. But hopefully that'll be done soon and we can move on to things that are a little more interesting. But yeah, hope you appreciate this. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Cheers.